So now we solve one more passage based question which came in CLAT 2021 actual paper. Okay, we are in English language section. Let's see what is the passage talking about here. A new report forecasting that India can create million more jobs over the coming years in the gig economy underscores a fundamental shift in the nature of work. Okay, so India will be having more jobs, okay, because of something called as gig economy, okay, which will fundamentally shift the nature of work. Okay, so what is this? Let's see. While automation swept through factory floors and BPO reduced manpower requirements, e-commerce, ride hailing and food delivery apps, streaming media and fintech have created lakhs of temporary jobs in the service sector. So understand what is the author trying to say here now. He is saying that yes, we know that technology has swept away through the jobs of many factory workers, correct? Okay, automation has swept through factory floors. So as technology came into picture, many people lost their job. As BPO came into the picture, reduced manpower requirements. Okay, so everything was happening, the service was provided over the phone. Okay, so manpower is being reduced, as well as machines came into the power, the humans who were doing the work were taken out of the job. Okay, so factory workers, the mill workers were taken out of their job. Okay, so technology, yes, has reduced the job prospects which were there earlier. Now the number of jobs have reduced, but at the same time there are other types of company which is like say e-commerce, okay, which is your Flipkart, Amazon. They have increased the job. Not only that, food delivery apps which is your Zomato, Swiggy, streaming media apps which is your Netflix, Amazon Prime, Sony Live. These are all the new set of industries which are coming into the age, which are increasing the job. So at this, when you say that technology has reduced the job, there are new set of industries which are coming here, which are creating a lot of jobs. Okay, so I think that is what the author is talking about when he is saying gig economy. There is a fundamental shift in the nature of work, correct? Okay, there is a shift in the nature of work. So at once when the job are being lost because of technology, there are other streams which are creating new jobs. Okay, that's what he is saying. Although the jury is still out on the quality of the life accrued by such gigs and the social security benefits they accord, recall of jobs started much earlier. Okay, so he's saying that these jobs are good. Okay, the jobs are created, but do they have social security benefits? Like say if you are working for Reserve Bank of India, you have a social security. You know that you will not lose your jobs. At the same time, you will be getting other perks from the company. So like say medical benefits, okay, insurance, that will be there. So your family is taken care of when you are working with a government company, right? Such kind of social security, is it given in this job? No. Okay, so that's what he's saying. Although the jobs are good, but they are still out on the quality of life and the social security benefits that one expects. Okay, that's what he is trying to say here. So jobs are created, but you don't have social security attached to them. The report by Boston Consulting Group and Michelle and Susan Dell Foundation predicts that 90 million flexi and gig jobs in a decade from 8 million now. So currently there are 8 million jobs. Now it is being expected to go to 90 million, okay, almost 10 times in 10 years. Okay, contributing transaction valued at more than 250 billion and an additional 1.25% to India's GDP. Okay, so imagine the extent to which this gig economy will create jobs from 8 million to 90 million in 10 years. That's what he's saying. Okay, and it will add then to the GDP of India. Obviously, technological evolutions are hard to predict. A decade ago, few, if any, had divined this job, correct? Okay, you cannot predict technology. You are saying today that, okay, just because of these new streams which have come into picture, there will be more jobs, but you cannot predict technology. How do you know what will happen after 10 years? Maybe the technology will further evolve. Okay, there will be another set of industries that have evolved there. Okay, so he's saying it is hard to predict. We accept that fact. Accepting change as a sole constant, it is equally critical to create a socio-economic framework that supports that job. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. So jobs are created, but these jobs don't have any social security. So maybe government can come into picture and create a social security for such jobs. Expecting startups fueled by venture capital and presently unprofitable to treat gig workers as regular employee isn't practical. That's what he's saying. So expecting that startup will give the social security. Okay, imagine a company which has just started. You are expecting that company who has just got the capital from venture capitalist. The company is presently unprofitable because it's a startup company working on innovation. Do you really expect such company to give social security benefits to its employees just like how it is given to the regular employees in some of the government firm? Not possible. It's a startup company, right? That's what he's saying. It isn't practical. Expecting such startup which are fueled by capital, which are unprofitable currently, you cannot expect such startup to treat the gig workers as regular employees, okay, which is not possible. So what we should do now? Such moves could impede innovation and investment. Correct. Okay, if they think much about the social security of the employee, they may not think on the innovation of the company, they may not think on the investment. Okay, that's what he's saying. So it's not practical for them to think in this way. But if central and state government could deliver in areas like public health, education, insurance and food securities, anxieties generated by this unsteady irregular unemployment can be managed better. So he's saying that I know the startup company cannot handle all this, but can the central and state government handle this? Just let the company focus on innovation and investment, and the social security factor will be taken care by government. Okay, like education, insurance, food security, all these things will be taken care by government. Okay, this can reduce the anxiety that is being created because of such jobs. Okay, you think there is no social security, but what if government gives you the social security in such jobs? Okay, then many people will go with such startup company. Okay, and they don't have to work much on the social security aspect. Okay, they can focus more on innovation and investment, which is their actual job right now. So last year's nationwide lockdown, when the suddenly unemployed migrant workers panicked and bolted, untrusting the promises of government to care for them, served out this lesson is poignant detail. Okay, so what happened last year was many of the unemployed migrant workers, okay, went to their home because they were not having a regular job, and that's where they untrusted the government. Okay, government should have taken care of them in the case of lockdown, but nothing happened. They did not had any social security with respect to their job. Okay, many who were working with Zomato lost their job. Now they are going to their village. So who will help them in this case? There is no social security in their job. There is no food security. There is nothing called as insurance there. Right? So that is when they start untrusting the government. The gig economy does promise flexibility and improved choices for many women and part-time workers. Okay, correct. Every technological revolution till date has effaced some jobs and created plentiful others, right? So whenever there is a technological evolution, some jobs will be gone, but it will also create many other jobs. Okay, that's what he's saying. There is room for optimism in the rapid emerging tech mediated world. Okay, so the tone of the author is also here optimistic. Okay, that's what he's saying. There is a room of optimism. Technology is coming. Okay, new industries are coming. You are losing the jobs which previously existed, but then this is also creating many more jobs. The only problem is they are not regular jobs. They don't give you social security. So for that, can government come into picture? Okay, so that we balance whatever is happening around us. So there is a room for optimism in the rapidly emerging tech mediated world, but only upon strengthening the support of educational and health infrastructure. Okay, so Yes, new jobs will be created, but you have to make sure that you strengthen the educational health support that is being required by the employee. Okay, so what you can summarize from this: technology has come. Yes, technology has taken many jobs from people, but at the same time there are new industries which have emerged, which have created many more jobs. They are expected to create many more jobs as per Boston Consulting Group. But the problem with this job is you don't have social security like you have it in a government job. You have an insurance, you have food security, you have education related security. Such kind of security don't exist in this job. Okay, because you cannot expect a startup company who is working on innovation and investment to take care of employees at such a starting part of their company. Okay, you don't expect them to be doing that. That's where government should come into picture, and government should take care of the social security needs. Okay, that's when your economy will boom. Okay, that's what the author is trying to say. So we understand the central idea of the passage. Now let's solve question on it. So let's answer the first question from the passage which we just read. Okay, this is your first question. From the report by Boston Consulting Group and Michel and Suzanne Dell Foundation, what did they predict? Okay, so we know what did they predict. They predict that in the next decade, the number of jobs created by this gig economy will be almost 10 times. Okay, and this will add to the GDP of India. Okay, that's what they said it here. So predicts massive rise in the gig jobs in a decade. Yes, this is an answer, but there is an all of above here as well. Okay, so let me see the other option as well. Clearly A is the answer. That is what they predicted. Predicts a fundamental shift in the nature of the work. Could be. Predicts massive rise in the GDP. No, this tells me everything. There is no massive rise in GDP. Okay, it will increase the GDP by, it's given here, 1.5% to the GDP. That is not massive. The GDP is 100%. Okay, if you add 2% to that, that is not a massive rise. Okay, 1.25 to 2% is not a massive rise, right? So this is a negative keyword, as we always find it out when we solve passage. This is a negative keyword. Okay, so this cannot happen. They did not predict a massive rise in GDP. So clearly C is not the answer. So D is not the answer. It cannot be all of the above. Clearly A is an answer here. Okay, predicts a massive rise in the gig jobs in a decade. Fundamental shift in the nature of the work. No. Okay, there will be a shift in the nature of the work. Correct. Okay, but that is not what they are predicting. They are saying that the number of jobs will rise. Okay, that is what is clearly being mentioned here. Okay, so A is precisely the answer for this. Okay, so what will I do on this ball? I'll hit a 4 on this. Okay, why? Because the option here is easy. I can clearly eliminate this keyword of massive rise. Okay, and that tells me that A is an answer to this question. Okay, so on this ball you should be able to hit a 4. Okay, let's see the next question from the passage. Which of the following can be inferred as a caution by the author? Okay, so what is author cautioning us here? He is cautioning that these jobs lack social security, right? But you cannot expect the venture capitalist fueled startup to treat employees like regular employees, like how a government firm would treat them. You cannot do that, right? Okay, because they have other work to focus on, right, which is your innovation and investment. So that's what he's saying. You should be cautioned about this, that you cannot treat them like the regular workers. Okay, that's what he's saying. So let's see. Which of the following can be inferred as a caution by the author? Central and state government must ensure management of public health, education, insurance, food securities, and anxiety of gig workers. Yes, they should cater to this. Okay, but what is a caution? Understand the question. Okay, what is a caution that he is saying? Let's read the B as well. Expecting treatment of gig workers as regular employees could impede innovation and investment. Correct, that's what he is saying. That is what you have to be cautious about. You cannot treat them as regular employees. You cannot treat the gig workers as regular employees. Okay, the company cannot do that. Okay, why? Because then this would impede the innovation and investment. Okay, their job is to focus on innovation and investment. Okay, you cannot expect such companies to be treating employees just like how a government firm is doing. Okay, this is what you will have to be cautious about, and then you will have to do all these things. What you will have to do as a government: ensure management of public health, insurance, food security. This is not you have to be cautious about. You have to be cautious about treating the gig workers same as the regular employees. Okay, this is what you have to be cautious about. Now, to treat this caution, this is what you can do. Okay, so this is all about on the understanding. Okay, there is a chance of making a mistake here. Let's read the rest of the option here as well. So, if education and health infrastructure support is not strengthened, gig economy will fail. Yes, we know that, but again, this is not a caution. Okay, caution, as we know, is clearly what is being stated here. That is, you cannot treat both of them same. Okay, or else it will impede your innovation and investment. Now, to do that, government should do all these things. Okay, so clearly this is not what is being said here. It is critical to create a social political framework that can support gig jobs. Correct, but what is a caution? Caution is not this. Okay, they cannot do this. You have to be cautious about this, and you do this. Okay, so as you can see, these three options are repeating itself. Like, government should ensure social security, government should create a social political framework. Okay, if education and health infrastructure support is strengthened, so government should do this. So all these 3 points are repetitive. How can you be cautious about the same point again and again? Okay, so this should tell you that A, C and D are not the answer here. This is something that you do because you are cautious about something, and what you are cautious about is this. Okay, and also these 3 options are repetitive. They are telling one and the same thing. Okay, so this clearly tells me B is an answer. On this ball, I'll be defensive. Okay, you cannot hit a 4 or a 6 on this because it is confusing. Okay, you have to understand this well. You have to understand the passage well. Then only you can answer option B for this question. Okay, you may be confused with this, but still I would not call this as a wicked question because these 3 options are repetitive. Okay, you can easily say that all 3 are talking about the same thing. So how can the same caution be there for 3 options? Okay, then I look out for the option which is different from the 3. Okay, which is your option number B. So even if you think in that way, you will get the answer here as B. Okay, so on this ball, be defensive. Only when you have understood the line and length of the ball, only when you understood the passage well, you can answer this question. Okay, or else it will cause you to lose your wicket. Let's come on to the next question from the passage. In the context of the passage, which of the following best describes a gig economy? Okay, what is a gig economy? So, informally structured economy with skilled based short term or freelance labor market. Exactly the definition. Right? Talk about the Zomato job. Okay, talk about a job of a delivery boy. Okay, that is an informally structured. Okay, not a structured job. They don't know till when will they do this job. So it's not a structured, or it is not a highly skill based job. Yes, it's a skill based but not highly skill based. Short term. Okay, short term freelancing job. Correct. Okay, that's what is gig economy. So clearly looks like A is an answer. A fundamental shift in the nature of the work in the economy? No, it's not. Economy characterized by startup fueled by venture capital? No, that is a definition of a startup. Okay, not all of the startup there are fueled by venture capitalist. Right? So B and C does not look like an answer. This is a clear definition of what is a gig economy. Okay, so on this ball I will hit a 4. Okay, because this is again an easy question, but there is a chance that you might go for all of the above, because you are saying that what best describes a gig economy? It is this. Yes, there is a fundamental shift in the nature of the work. Some of you might think, yes, there is a fundamental shift in the nature of the work. Economy characterized by startup fueled by venture capitalist. Yes, but you have to understand here, all these are the characteristics of a gig economy. What best describes a gig economy is this: informally structured economy with skill based short term and freelance labor market. This best describes what is a gig economy. Okay, these are all characteristic of a gig economy that may exist with some firm and may not exist with some other firm. For example, all the firm may not have a venture capitalist. Okay, all the firm in the gig economy will not ask you for a fundamental shift in the nature of work. It may or may not happen. Okay, but what best describes the definition would be option A. Okay, that's why I would hit a 4 on this ball, but some of you might also call this to be as a defensive if you are confused with this. Okay, but if you have done the basics of passage, we always take the best definition, okay, and not the parts of it. We call this in lecture subsets. Okay, we don't consider the subsets, we just consider the main part. Okay, that's why A will be marked as an answer here. Let's see the next question from the passage. The tone of the author is, okay, this question is clearly defensive, okay, because there is a chance of losing wicket here if you don't know the meaning of the word here. Okay, so what is the tone of the author? I think he is optimistic, clearly, as it is being mentioned here. He is optimistic that you know what, the jobs are being created, but you need to take care of the social securities for such jobs as well. Okay, so economy is taking care of itself. Are you taking care of people? So he is optimistic about the new jobs that will be created. He is not crying about that people have lost their jobs because of technology. He is not trying to be critical about that. Okay, he is not trying to be demotivating about that. He is optimistic that okay, new gig economy has come and this is creating much more jobs. Okay, we need to take the benefit of this. So he is optimistic about it. Which of this best describes optimism? It's sanguine. Okay, if you have attended the classes, you will know we do the separate set on every passage where we understand the tone of the author and we have seen what are the different tone that can be given. Okay, so sanguine, the meaning of this is optimistic. Okay, that's why you will mark here option D as an answer. Okay, so only once you know the meaning of the word you can be sure of the answer. Okay, it's not cynical. Okay, cynical means you are not supporting anything, you are against everything. Okay, against every belief that is being given there, you don't believe anything. Okay, that's the meaning of cynical. Critical means you are critically analyzing something, you are criticizing something, you are being critical about it, not that. Okay, scornful again, which is a negative word. Okay, he is optimistic and positive about it, so sanguine, that is your answer. So on this ball I will be defensive, but you may lose your wicket as well, okay, if you don't know the meaning of the tone. Okay, so understand and then answer the question. And this is the last question from the passage. According to passage, which of the following comes as a concern related to gig economy? Okay, lack of educational and health infrastructure, yes. Temporary nature of work, yes. The quality of life and social security. Now see, which of this best describe the concern of gig economy? It is this: social security. Health infrastructure is a part of this. In social security you have everything: education, health, insurance, everything comes into the social security. Okay, so this is again just taken a part of this, just not education and health. There are other factors as well. Okay, so you just cannot answer this. Temporary nature of work, again not this. There are other factors as well. It is just not the temporary nature of work that is not helping you. Okay, it is you don't get insurance, you don't get medical benefits, you don't get educational benefits. So social security and the quality of life, correct. Okay, this is exactly defining the concern related to gig economy. Okay, so clearly here the answer is C, and on this ball I'll hit a 4. Okay, you may get confused. Okay, like all these three are talking about the concern. Yes, all these are concern of gig economy, understood that, but what best describes the concern is option C. Okay, all this are again derived from option C. So if you have to choose one among three, it would be your C. Okay, which is clearly defining the concern. There is a none of the above here. Yes. Okay, but if you read C, you will understand that this is what is best describing the concern here. Okay, so on this ball again I'll hit a 4 because it is not that very confusing. The option C makes it quite clear what is the answer here.